Do it here. Okay. Okay. So I think which one we were using last week? Entitled spreadsheets. Is that what we're using now? I think this was one we were using. We used this last week. Yeah. Okay, so we did a lot last week, and um, I would like us to go over it, do a recap, you know, do a few things, go around the terms so that we can understand. Because, like I said, it was obvious that someone did not get it at all. So, and I'm sure that it's not the only one. There are probably others that did not probably get what we did last week. So, share, okay, I think network. So, one thing we are going to do is we're going to, start afresh. And by the way, I said there's going to be in the last class. I said there's going to be question and answer sessions. So maybe when I have 20 more minutes, that's going to be by 9:40. I'll stop whatever I'm teaching. Anywhere I stop, then take questions. Okay. So let's go. So this is spreadsheets. This is Google Sheets. That's what we work with. This is what we'll be working with most of the time, actually. And I think already um, I emphasized the reason why we are using uh, Google Spreadsheets. I highlighted the advantages for me. It's collaboration. It gives room for more collaboration, and you could do, like I said, multiple could work on these sheets. So part of the hands-on that we're going to be doing in this course, in this class today, is we're going to be working on this together. So one way to enhance, to push for hands-on is, as long as we are still working with spreadsheets, we are going to be sharing. I'm going to be sharing the link. So I think is the link. This link is the one I shared last time, but we should share it. So we can work on it together. We can practice together. So as we are learning, so I'm going to share it now. Let me share it. Copy. Anyone with the link can comment. So this is the rule to this. I'll make it editor. Let me see, can I add more settings? No. So this is how to share basically. So let me explain how I did that. So cancel. So I clicked on share. Then usually it's usually restricted like this. So I click on this to anyone with the link. Then anybody can view whatever I set here. So I'm going to set editor just for today's class. So what happens subsequently is when I have the emails, I'll just add it. So I can add people emails here. So I don't know, can someone drop an email for me to add? So you can see that anybody can use the chat section. Just drop an email. So I'll add the person email. So you can see that. Let me see. Anybody emails? Let's see. There's the chat. Okay. Anybody? I'm waiting for someone to drop an email. Just drop your email. Kingsley, Israel, Olaya, Carol. You guys have emails? Okay, thank you, Olaya. So, alright, thank you. Okay, what I'm going to add everybody's email. Or if you are currently dropping. So, this is to notify you. I could notify you. And this person is going to be an editor. So, let me get the emails. Okay. So I had it and it automatically had. Then okay, Cito currently getting yours. Who else? Israel. Oh, at yahoo.com. Awesome. Okay, Phil. And Janice. Okay. don't know how to pronounce. Okay, what happened to Pearl's email? This is a mistake. Should have been gmail.com. Pearl, please confirm. Okay, she sent the correct one. Okay, then okay, like this. Admit. Then add this. Welcome, Fisayo. So this is notify someone, notify the person's email I'm adding, and currently the editor. So I'm going to send this. So it's going to send. Okay, they are non-Google accounts. Since this is a non-Google account, anyone. Okay, share anyway. So I'm going to share this. So I've shared this, so you guys will receive an email currently, and I've added you all as editor. Of course, I'm going to leave this like this so that I'll drop it on the group so that people can use people that I'm unable to add their emails. So I've added this. So you guys should have received your email now. Let me know.
Sorry, is everyone that should drop email?
What did you say?
Should everyone drop their email?
Did everyone drop their email? Oh yes, we're
Should everyone?
okay. Should everyone drop their email? No, 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 not everybody. You don't have to double drop your emails. This is just to test these features. Like everyone should receive one. Everybody that dropped an email that I've currently added will receive an email. For subsequent classes, the Google form that will be posted on the group so that people can fill in their forms. So in the forms, your email will be there. So from there, I'll take those emails and add it automatically. So that is going to be subsequent. But this is just this class. Like we're just testing this. Okay, so done. So I think I've dropped the link already. Okay. So those that have, everybody should have sent their email right now. Okay, sent, received, yes, yes, yes. Okay, all right, good. So, of course, everybody, I've dropped the link on the group. So because I already made the share here um to have editor, so everybody's going to have access. Everybody that has access to the link, and I've dropped it on the group already. Okay, now let's go to so for everybody, so there's a simple trick you could do. So this is another simple workaround around spreadsheets. So you could do add sheets. There's all sheets here. This will give you a list of all the sheets. Then now on this particular sheet, I want everybody to do something that are currently on this sheet. So what you're going to do is you click on this, you duplicate, or yeah, you duplicate this. Then after duplicating, you're going to change this. You edit the content to your name. So like, go to me, that's me. So that's what you do. So just do that. So when you do that, it duplicates the sheets, everything, and duplicates it into another sheet. Okay, issue. What's the issue? Hello, issue.
Was a mistake. I will not ask anything.
Oh, your hand was raised. Also, please, if you're
Miss.
naming, who's raising up? Oluwo Temidayo. Okay, all right. Thank you. Okay, so that's just that. So you can do that. Then so where we are still at this sheet, okay, I can see people creating copy of data. Okay, I prefer you use conditional sheets. We should use conditional function data, not the actual data. So I'm going to delete this. Delete. So we are using this. Let's just stick with this for now. So while we are here, you could hide these sheets, you could protect these sheets, you could color it, maybe give it different colors. You could also rename it, and you could copy it into a different spreadsheet. That's maybe a new spreadsheet. Now you could do this. So this is like duplicates. So copy to is also like duplicates. Duplicate it, it creates another name. Okay, I can say Ibami Stone it is. So you could copy into, if you copy into, you can copy it into an existing spreadsheet, but this will actually take you into another sheet, so into another Excel sheet, so you could copy it into, so it's like duplicating into another spreadsheet or a new one. So that's what duplicate copy does. Then rename, then protect. So protecting this sheet is I don't want anything to happen to it. So basically, well, the already I've made this editor, I've made the link editable, so anybody can edit. So let's just do that. So Ayobami has done that. I think this was me. So you can as well do that. So talking about the functions of Python. Oh, sorry, I said Python. Forgive me. Excel spreadsheets. So another advantage of this, I mentioned collaboration. I think in last time I mentioned that you can't, there's not a word like loss of data. The only way you can lose your data is if you delete it. You delete the actual content. You can't lose your data if you probably misplace your system, because the files are not actually stored on your um they're not stored on your system. They're not stored on your local system. They are stored in your Google Drives. If you have a Gmail, then you have a Google Drive. So everybody that has a Gmail has a drive online owned by Google. I think the size is usually 15 gig. For those of us that use Android, uh, I use Google Photos, so I actually back up my photos there. So I think mine is almost filled up actually. So, but I think for the iPhone users, they have iCloud to use. But basically, the way iCloud is, you have an iCloud and you have a storage there. That's the way it is with Google. But this time, Google gives you free 15 gig, and that 15 gig you can store anything on it. That's just by the way. So that's where your spreadsheet files are stored. And basically, you hardly see a spreadsheet file that, at least for what we are doing currently, you hardly see a spreadsheet file that is maybe over even over an MB, 1 MB, 1 MB. Most of them are always in kilobytes. If you begin to have data size of MB, 2 MB, 10 MB, then it must be very, very large. It must be very large. It must be full of text, star strings, and it must be full of, yeah, mostly text. If you have numbers, you won't consume much space. So basically, I was talking about loss of files. You can't lose your data. You can't lose such things like this. So that's talking about this, and you could connect this. You can sync this easily with anything that has to do with Google. That's one of another advantage. As I'm on this call currently, let me share the tab. Can I share this tab? Okay, I don't think I can share this tab. Okay, the tab I'm currently sharing. Okay, let me see. View tab. Docs.google.com. No? Okay, what I'm going to do, I'll stop sharing and I'll share again. I'll share this particular screen that I'm on currently. Uh, oh, it's not allowing me to do that. So, okay. I think we'll probably get it when, let me see, outposts. Okay, mix, yeah, share. Yeah, should be sharing already. Yes, share please. Not this. Okay, what I wanted to do was actually show you what I'm actually saying. Okay, let me just do my entire screen for a while. Share, then share. Okay, now I believe you all can see my screen. Just neglect the infinite display you are seeing. That's what happens. But if you look at this part of the messages where I have I'm on the Google call currently, now you can see share untitled spreadsheet, share intro to basics. The current one we're working on is this. So I can easily just click on this and send. So it's synchronized easily. So it's going to share, and this is okay, yeah. Share with this, share with anyone link basically share. So I've shared that easily, just without stress. I just shared. So, for instance, I'm in a Google call, or sorry, I'm in a Google Meet. I'm in my company, we're having a meeting online, and we're using Google Meet. I could easily share what we are feeling, or what I'm trying to explain. So, let me stop presenting and go back to I was sharing this titled, then share. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen now. Okay, so back to this place. So that's, let me see how many people I added theirs. Okay, I've seen Ayobami, Tito, sheet 6, which sheet 6. Maybe I created that by mistake. Let me see. No, I guess I'm the one that created that. Let me delete it. Okay, so another way we could actually do this copy that we are doing is we could actually just go into maybe somebody's one, then Control A. So to select all, you use the command Control A. If you're using MacBook, I guess you have to use something similar. I don't really know. I'm not a MacBook user. So you can use Control A. Control A automatically selects every tab. It highlights everything. Then you use Control C to copy. So I've copied this. You are going to see, let me zoom it in, sorry. Last class, I remember you mentioned that. So you're going to see this here, some dots. Then that means I've copied it. Then I create a new sheet. That's new sheet. Sorry. Plus. So it takes me to a new sheet. Then I paste. So paste. So it automatically paste this into this new sheet automatically. So that's another way. So I could rename it into name test sheet. Enter. So I've created that again. So that's another test sheet. Okay, so I was increasing this or zooming out from my tab. Another way we could zoom out is here. There's a zoom function here, a zoom button that I could click and I could zoom in my work. So this is more better, it's neater. Zoom in the work rather than zooming in. I was using my tab, my browser to zoom in. But I could zoom in from here. I could do 200%. I could do 50%. You notice that the rest of the tab didn't change. If I use the other way I was doing it, it might begin to distort and make it look somehow. So I just use this and use 150. So I think you should be able to see my screen better with this. Okay, so I don't know, are we still creating sheets? Only Tito and Ayobami has created. Okay, some people had copy. You're supposed to rename it. Put your name there, so I'll know that. I think two people have done that, but they didn't put their names, and I can't know who did that. So the only way to identify who copied that sheet is to change the name to your name, to your actual name. All right. So that's one of the things. I already mentioned lots of files. I already mentioned collaboration. Um, then it's easily synchronized with other Google apps. For instance, from Google Docs. Google Docs is like Microsoft Word, but this time around on Google. You can use it online, so you can work with it and collaborate with it easily. So basically, anything that has to be Google has helped make collaboration very easy. It has made our lives very easy. Actually, if Google were to crash today, I don't know what will happen to maybe 80% of the word, or I could say even 90%. All right, so back to what we're talking about. So I've highlighted some basic things, so which was what we highlighted in last class too, and we we looked around, how to use spreadsheets, basic spreadsheets. All you have to do is go to um, docs.google.com/spreadsheets and make sure you assign it to your Gmail if the user. So I'll just be dropping the links. So all you have to just go to that site and you are there. You're on a blank sheet like this. So let me do a blank sheet. So share this tab instead. So I've left the tab that I'm currently on. So this is a blank sheet. This is what you get when you come to that site. When you go to the site I drop. So okay, let me drop it in the page too. Because after this class, everything we drop on this part will disappear. Okay, analytics. Yeah. So basically this is what you get. Then moving around, you have your title here. This is the default title it gives you. So you can rename it into whatever you want, into data analysis class. Is that a class? Yeah, class 3. So you could do this and it saves it automatically. Sometimes you don't even actually need to press Ctrl S. And the amazing thing about this is you could actually use it offline, but the offline you need some additional extension. So there's an extension here. You just need some additional to make it work offline. So for instance, you don't have data, or you run out of data, or maybe you're connected to, maybe your company, you're connected to the internet, then the power goes off for a few minutes and you're working currently, you need to continue working. So instead of having to stop and wait for everything to be restored, you can just connect, continue, just enable the offline mode and you continue the class, you continue whatever you're doing. So basically that's it. Then we have this, so let's go through this. So we have file. So I'm only going through this so that it's going to stick. Sometimes you don't need to remember, you can just check. But for those of us that just coming in, I won't be doing this all the time. After this, I think I will probably not be going back to this again. So this is like these are the menu bars. The menu bars, we have the file. And the file we have the opportunity to do a lot of things. So you can actually print from here. Yeah, true. You can make it okay. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Available offline. So then you have version history. So version history is basically the history. Basically, it's an history of the current changes. So as you're working on it, um, Google is helping you to save it at intervals, at intervals, at intervals. So you can see this, you can access this here, see version history. So you probably open a tab and gives you all the version. Let's do that with the current one we're working on. So with this, so let's do version history from here. So if I do version history, I'm going to see everything that we're working on. Okay, look at it. Even that is having a timestamp. So 16th of June, and this is 16th of June. I could expand to see, yeah, the details. So these are all the timestamps. So I can easily go back to, maybe I was working on this around from 10 to 12, and I found that, so when I got to 12 o'clock, I went to submit and they told me I made a lot of errors. I made a lot of errors. So I could go back and trace my steps to maybe where I made that error. Maybe it was around the hour of 11 o'clock. And if I don't know, I could still check one by one after the other. So I could come here. So it's going to show me the version. I could restore the version if I want. Then that's for 21st of June. So if I look, I'm sorry, that's for 16. So if I check to 21st of June, I'm going to see everything that happened basically. So that's the version history, and you could also name it actually. I think you should be able to filter this. Okay, just name versions. So back to here. So that part that's in named means that you could name it. Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong button. Okay, so the part that said I could name, that had name, means that I could put a name to actually the version. So let's decide to name this current version I'm currently working on, and I put it version 1.0. So if I go back to check in my history, I'm going to see it there. So can you see version 1.0? That's the name. So if I check all name versions, I'm going to see version 1.0. So that's the version. And okay, we're still here. You can add the shortcut to your drive, you can trash it, you can move it somewhere else. You can also download it in different formats. I think I mentioned something about different data formats that we work with basically. So we have Microsoft Excel here, we have Open Documents. I think this work more with operating systems like Linux, that's different from Windows basically. Then this is PDF, this is HTML. This will turn it into a web page, an actual web page that you can open on your system. Then this is command separated values, this is tab separated values. These are data formats that we use, data use, we consider them when we are doing our analysis. So then email, you could also send it as an email straight. You could email collaborators. So this email collaborators, I already added some collaborators here when I was doing sharing. So if I click email collaborators, it's going to give me, it should give me a list of all the collaborators exactly, and I can send it to them. So it's going to deliver in your email. So let me just send it. So this is a test version of data analysis class 3 workbook. So I send this straight and it gets delivered to their email. So I'm sure they should confirm. You can check your email and see if you see it there. Everybody that did, you can just let me know if just indicate on the chat so I'll know if you've seen it. So you can email directly, you could share also to publish it to the web. If you publish to the web, it's going to give you a link basically. So there's going to be a link. So I'm publishing the entire documents. I'm publishing it as I want to publish it as a PDF. Okay, no, as an Excel file. Okay, to send it. So if I publish this, I'm clicking on publish. Yes, publish this for me. So it gives me a link. So I'm going to copy this link and okay, I have to drop it here for those of us on the call currently, and also drop it in our chat section on WhatsApp. So I'm going to open the link. So you can open the link and you're going to say, oh, okay, I think because I sent, okay, justice. So I think because I sent it, I did it as a PDF, that's why it's doing like that. So let me go back there. So the entire document is on mute. Okay. So let me see. Okay, web page actually. Then where's done? Okay, let me see. So let me try to access it now. So it should come out as an actual web page. So let me share it so that you can all see it. So this is it here. So it's actually a web page that you can open on your system to check with. But can you perform functions on it? No, you can't. Can't do. It's just a simple web page. You can't do any analysis on it. You can't perform all of this. So it's like all the work we have done. So you've worked on something already, and you can take that, publish it to the web and post it, and everybody can view it, but they won't be able to make changes to it. They won't be able to do anything on it actually. So I don't know if any of us have seen, we have seen shit like this that have been uploaded. Maybe for some people they use it for results. Oh, Fisayo, there's nothing in your tab. I just noticed. Let me check Tito. Okay, yeah, Tito is really right. Fisayo, can you check your tab? There's nothing there. Okay, so I'm sure we have seen things like maybe results online, maybe where they post result and they're like, okay, go to the Google Sheet or go to this link and check for your results. So currently it's possible they're updating it that they're not done, and the just tell you to search for your own. So if you don't see it, wait a bit, you find it there. So this is something. Okay, you're unable to edit Fisayo. How is that possible? So back to here. Okay, Fisayo says she's unable to edit. That should not be. Are you the one that dropped the Yahoo mail? Let me see. No. Okay, that's strange. I believe everybody should be able to edit actually. Oh, Fisayo, did you drop your mail? But then again, still you should still be able to edit because I made it everybody editable. I made sure that everybody could edit actually. Let me confirm again. Share. Anyone with a link can edit. Done. Yes. So I don't know. Check again. Maybe we should try again. Can someone else confirm that? Maybe someone else will try and edit the document. Try to create a new sheet on that document. So so that's that about sharing. So collaborations. So let me know, Fisaya. Please keep me posted. Let me know if you are already you are able to edit. So so I could also import new things. I could import another sheet into this place. I could import a file into this place. So these are CSV files. So a CSV file is a comma separated file. So it's also like an Excel file, but it's just comma. In the actual sense, um, a CSV file is separated with just comma from the name, comma, separated values. So it's a text file, but it's just separated with commas. That's all. It's only commas that is separating it. So don't let me. We'll get to see more of that later on. Let me just. That's digression actually. So we have edits. We can edit here. Cut, copy. This one's I think very easy for us. Easy peasy. Then view, we can view, maybe you freeze up things. Then we have inserts, we have formats, we have data, we have tools, we have extensions, we have help. I think the ones we'll be working more with is the inserts, formats, and data. So if you're using Excel, this would have been different. You could click formats to bring out something, but this is already bringing out for you already. So if you check insert, you can insert cells. So what are cells? So every little box here has cells. Um, every little box here has cells. Then so if you look at this, this is a cell. There's a row. Sorry, there's a row and there's a column. A column from the top and a row from the side, so either right or left. So this is F3. So I have F here and I have 3. So the name of this column is F3 as it is here. Okay, why are we not using Excel but Google Sheets? Okay, I think I already explained why I'm using Google Sheets. So if I'm, of course, we'll still get to use Excel, but the reason why I'm using Google Sheets specifically is for collaboration. One of the things, or one of the soft skills of a data analyst is collaboration. So you should be able to collaborate with other team, in fact, if you have um, multiple data analysts, you can have multiple data analysts, and you can also be the only data analyst on the team. So you should be able to communicate, you should be able to collaborate with each other. Of course, Excel has the feature, it is a place to share, but I don't think it is live. I don't think you can work with Excel the way I'm working with it like this, and other people working with it at the same time. So unless you go online, so I think there's an online Excel version. It's Office, right? Yeah. Excel. Let me check. Excel online. So yes, I think there's okay, yeah. Microsoft owns it, so actually there's an Excel version online actually that you can work with. But I think Google has better integrations with various other software and you can use it easily. So I think that's why we are using Excel. All right, you're welcome. Okay, so I was explaining um a cell, yeah, cell. So this cell is labeled here. You can see the name box here. So whatever you do here, whatever you do on this place, you're going to see reflecting here. Even what we did last week, where we had some, you're going to see everything here and the name of the cell basically. And if you highlight this cell, if you highlight multiple cells, you also see it here. So a lot of people, yes. If you check here, Eunice, just to answer your question, we have Adebayo. This is Botumi. This is Ayobami. This is Tito. This is Fisayo. So they've all created sheets already on this. So if I go to Tito now, I'm supposed to see something. Let me see. Yes, I'm on Tito. I'm seeing something. This is Ayobami. Yeah, this is Adebayo. So the task was just to duplicate the sheets. Duplicate the first sheet. That's this. Fisayo, you arrange my sheets. So the task was to duplicate this conditional functional data sheet and rename it into your name, specific name. So that way I can say, that's just a basic hands-on for everybody currently on the call. And if you can't, it's fine. But also, so another thing, amazing feature, yeah, it just came to mind now, is you can use this on your phone. This link I'm dropping, you can actually open it on your phone. Can anybody confirm that? Just try to open that on your phone. It should open. Sometimes I think you might need to download Sheets. What's it called? Yeah, Google Sheets. But you can actually access this right on your phone right now, and you can also participate on this. Yeah, Ines, thank you. So you can edit this on your phone. So this just to show, like, yeah, reaction of why I was using this. So you can see one of the things we are doing with Google Sheets. I can open this on my phone and edit. While I'm watching in the class, I can go ahead to practice. Though, of course, using your keyboard might be a bit slower. If you're a fast typer, no problem. But uh, you can also participate in the class if you're with your phone and you're with your laptop. If your laptop is not in front of you or your laptop is down because of power supply or any other thing. So so that's let's go back to our sheet. Okay, I'm there already. So I was explaining sales, the importance of all these basic sales and how you can see that. Oh, what brought me here is Excel sales. So you can set sales, write down rows, columns. You might not really get to deal with this. Charts, yes, pivot table, image, drawing, functions. Yeah, this was one of the parts we dealt with really last week. We're talking more about functions. Then also you can add a link, an hyperlink. A hyperlink is like how should I explain it? I'm too easy layman term. So okay, an hyperlink is like a website link basically. So that's what they call link. So I can take a link and okay, let's say for instance I'm here. So I can put https google.com. Of course, it's going to convert it to a link automatically. But let me remove the link. I should remove this. Remove link. Yeah. So this is a simple text. Or don't let me use this. Let me just use Google. Yeah. So I want to assign a link into this. So I come here, I use insert, I put link, then it asks me, okay, what link do I want to post? So already I have the link in my head. That's why I'm doing this. So google.com. It's very simple. Then I apply. So when I apply this, anytime you click on Google or you stay on Google, you're going to see google.com. So you can click on it and it will take you to google.com. So that's assigning links. So we don't need that actually. Though we might need to do it maybe when it comes to some tasks that has to do with viewing links and adding links to analysis. But right now, no. So that's so insert link, tick box, comments, notes. Then formats we have numbers basically. We have numbers so we convert dates. We're talking about last week. Dates, time. We talked about dates, time. We mentioned integers as numbers and we mentioned strings. So you can see it here. We have dates, we have time, we have date time, we have duration. The duration can be more useful when you have multiple, like, okay, the difference between first time and second time. So we have currency, we have financial, we have accounting, we have scientific terms. That's if your numbers is really large. We have percentage, we have numbers, we have plain texts, and it's automatic. So automatic means detect and can help you. So we have text. So basically, these are just a lot of things using Excels and sorry, using spreadsheets, using Google Sheets. Let me use Google Sheets. So I'll be using Google Sheets. So and also here we have we have undo. So with time as time goes on, we get to use them one after the other. We have this for our fonts. Some of us are used to this. Some of us are typing loads. Then colors. Then here are more of like the Google Sheet specific functions. Or sorry, and maybe use functions or things that you really use a lot. Like this is functions, this is filter, this is another, okay, this is charts, this is comments, this is a link that we're using. So last week I emphasized using, sorry, I just do not use Mr. Justice. So you came late, and one of the reasons why we actually had to do all of this is so that we can explain things from the ground. So I'm picking up things from last week. Okay, I understand traffic, yes. And don't worry, you can go over these videos. I'll definitely post them. I'll send a link to the book. And if you don't understand, you can come into my DM. You can put it on the group. You can take out time to explain all over. I could get resources to make you understand. So you don't need to just express your frustration in ways like that. You can just let us know on the group. I'm sure there are other people that will readily available to answer you if I'm not. I'm always available just at this period. I'm currently busy, so that's why. But I'm always available to answer you. And if there's no one, I'm sure that someone will respond to you actually. So so what we are doing basically is we are going over Excel basics. Like I said, in fact, I don't think it's basics. It's like introductory to Google Sheets. So the platform we are using is Google Sheets, similar to itself. So those are working with itself. Okay, so I don't want to go back like that, so that will not draw everybody back. So I'm just going to go over, then can go back to the watch. So for subsequent class, you can just join. I don't know, I have an earpiece that I use a lot, so I don't joke with my earpiece. So you can always use your earpiece if you're just joining and plugged in and use your phone to join. So you don't have to probably use your phone. You don't have to use a laptop, or you don't have to wait till you get home. You can just plug in, then practice when you get home. Of course, you can practice with us if you can, if you have a chance. So so that's about moving around. So as we go on, we'll get to talk about other ways, other things, moving around, getting to do things better. So you might not have to come to what's it called? You might not have to come to this place. Sorry, is it? Yeah, you might not have to come to functions to use functions here. You can just click here and you have it here already. So over time, you get to use it. If there are some things that I still don't know, I've been using Google Sheet at least for most of my basic tasks, and there are some things I don't get to use because I have no use for them. But I believe that until you have a use, okay, somebody just highlighted a sheet, somebody just highlighted this. Oh, Temu, yeah. So yeah, I believe that as the need arises, you get to know about it. But the basic code I've done is enough to suffice for everything that you need to start, everything that you need to start with, basically. So so that's the basic around working around it. So so another thing we're going to be doing in our classes, I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to introduce some new terms. They call like data analyst or data related terms. The reason for this is so that when you get to relate with other data scientists, the other data analysts, other data engineers, or wherever people are related, or you're going to meet there outside that in the data field, it's going to be easy to relate with them. So when they are talking about things like that, it's easy to relate with. You understand what it means already. So I'm going to be picking maybe two, three, four of them. I'll define them and explain what it means. So as we go on, that's just to help our learning. So as we go forward, you can, you know, understand some of those terms. So some of the terms, one of the terms that I think we already know is known already is data. What is data? So data is, what is data? Okay. So let's do it like this. I want to give the chance for maybe two, three people to unmute. If you can type, fine, no problem. But I prefer unmute. So can anybody tell us what data is? I'm going to pick names because I'm sure that nobody's going to want to talk. So where's our names? Let me see. Where's our list of names? Okay. Eunice. Eunice. Kindly unmute and tell us what data is. We're waiting for you. Time is going.
Data is raw facts.
Data is what?
Raw facts, raw information. Raw facts, raw information.
Okay, raw facts or information. Oh, okay. Oh, all right, nice. I remember that from my secondary school. Who else? Let me see. Uh, Temu, what's data? What do you Okay, what do you understand by data? Written. I know Ete will tell you data is life. Temu, should we proceed? We're waiting for you. Oh, okay, someone already posted. Data is the most significant element that can be interpreted as an information, meaningful information. Wow, interesting. This is very, very interesting. Okay, like the more sliders. So, what is data? I'm going to put it in the simplest version, in the simplest formats. So, data is simply like Eunice mentioned, unprocessed information. It's simply in texts, numbers. Yeah, physically simply. It's simply just. In fact, I would limit it to just numbers because even the text that you see are actually numbers. Yes, the text that you see are actually numbers. In fact, everything you see on a computer is just one and zero. That's the basics. One and zero. Remember the last class we were talking about, for those that were around, we mentioned one as true, zero as false. So basically, the only thing the computer understands is zero and one. So if I'm going to reduce data, I'm going to reduce it that to just that. So now, how it's now able to translate from zero and one. Okay, did somebody just unmute? Okay, how it is now able to translate from 0 and 1 to texts, images, um, what other formats we have, to audio, to video, to maps, is where data processing now comes in. So those data have been processed, they have gone a long way. But for a data scientist or a data analyst, if you are going to talk about data is basically um, anything that has to do with text, string, images. So it's definitely unprocessed. Yeah, that's one of the core things about data. Data is unprocessed. It's not processed. It's just information or facts. collected for analysis. So anything that any information, any facts is referred to as data. So it's a raw information basically. Yeah, I think I would like to use that, raw information. It is not processed, it's not going through any processing at all. Now, there's also another term called data sets. I think I mentioned that last. Although they look similar, but they are not. Now, where a data set is now a set of collected data. So it is a set of data that is in a structured manner. It is organized like data. So it's like multiple data that are now in a structured manner. So basically, it can be a table in a spreadsheet, can be a table, it can be a spreadsheet data. So basically, but the fact that it is now organized, it is now a spreadsheet, is now a data set. So for instance now, so if you should look at chocolate chip. Chocolate chip is a data. You don't know, it's just information. Chocolate chip. It's a data in this whole table. But the whole of this highlighted table is a data set. So we have cookie name, we have countries, we have number of cookies sold, we have informations under them, they are connected and they are organized in a table. So although there are some data sets that are not organized, we'll talk about that when we are talking about data. They are not organized, but they are collections of data. They are not just one single data. For instance, when you are working with, I think when it comes to deep learning, okay, sorry, when it comes to natural language processing, they work more with text data over there. So the text data is usually unstructured, basically. But here we are working with structured data, table data. That's what the data set is. So when you a collection of multiple data in an organized form. So that's what a data set is basically. So when you hear data sets, okay, have you worked on these data sets? Have you seen data sets? So there are, I think, so when you begin to work with it, will begin to work more, you hear of data sets. For instance, there are two popular data sets, Titanic data sets and housing price data sets. The Titanic data sets has to, okay, let me just show us. Let me see. So basically, cargo, Titanic. Okay. So currently I'm sharing the tab I'm currently on. So here I am. I'm on Google. So I'm checking this out already. So this is I'm just checking Cargo Titanic. So Cargo is a platform where we get data. There's a lot of data there actually. Very open source. It's free, accessible to everybody. So we are going to even be using that for our project. So let me just go. Let's just go to where we are going to. So this is Titanic data sets. Let me see data. Let me see. I should be able to view compact column. Is this all? No, this can be all. Two columns. Oh, okay. 6% is showing all. So in this data, of course I knew it. This can be all. Yeah. So this is like data sets. So we have. So I'm sure some of us have heard of Titanic. We've seen the movie. Some of us know what happened there. So this is like a data for everybody that was on that boat, Titanic. So their passenger IDs, whether okay, survived means if you survive, 1. That's true. If you didn't survive, 0. So we have class, we have name, we have the sex, we have age. Now all these names they are encoded. There's probably another data that probably tells you the meaning of this, but I'm just here to show you what it means. So we have fare. Fare is the price value. We have tickets. These are your ticket number. Probably have okay. The ticket you have to probably relate to the fare. Then we have their age. We have their sex. That's either male or female. That's a gender. We have their names. So basically, this is a collected set of data. So this is the Titanic data. Then we have the housing price. Housing price basically talks about housing prices. I think in the United States, basically. the medium size, the medium housing price, the I don't know, the other class, the low class and the high class, if I should call it that way. So basically that's data sets. That's what the data set is. So the data is just a collection, an information. It's unprocessed. It's raw. A data set is a collection of data in an organized, in a structured format. So basically that's so I think that's okay. So let me now go to let me share the tab we're working on back. So now back to our tab. So our Google Sheets. Here we're working with different things. So let me see. Okay, so I've gone around all of this. So these are the things we did last week. So I'm supposed to do a walkthrough of what we did last week. So I want to create a new table. Okay, someone has created a new sheet for us. I even put CO inside. Thank you. So I've cleaned it. So this is a new sheet. So let me change it to class 3. So now this is a simple sheet, a plain sheet. Of course, last week we had the data, we had already made data, but today I would like us to do something pertaining to us. Let's do something for our class. So I'm going to, so we have understand what a data is, we understand what a data set is, basically. So before I go into, you know, all the things we did, max, range, we're going to try to generate our own data sets, basically, with our own data. So we are generating our own data sets with our own data. So I want the data set to be about, what should we make it about? Any ideas, anybody? Let me see. I don't want to use school. I don't want to use employee. Okay, let's do, let me see. How many of us on this call?
Hometown.
What do you say? I didn't get that.
I'm suggesting a criteria, like hometown or state of origin.
Okay, state of origin. I didn't hear the first contribution, but I heard state of origin. So you can put, okay, you can put, let's do names. Name of, so let's make this, I said I don't want to do student data. Okay, let's just do student data. Students. Oh, yeah, one came to my head now. Let's do transports. So these are riders. So I'm sure we go to bus parks and we see a lot of drivers on the way. So we're going to do drivers. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. So I like the idea. Someone already said state of origin, hometown, state of origin, good. So we are going to put their hometown. Okay, so no, let's just put it here. Let's put it here. So we're going to put their names. We're going to generate names for them. I'm going to put their hometown. I'm going to put their states of origin. I'll need you guys to contribute to here. I'll put name of car, brand of car. Yeah, brand of car they're probably driving. It can be a Lamborghini. It can be a Mitsubishi. It can be a Porsche. Let me see. Okay, so let me see their prices. Okay, that's fair price. Fair price. What other details can we put here? I'm sorry. Anybody? What other details can we put? Fair price. Let me see. Hotels. Um. Anybody?
Colors.
Colors. Okay, colors. Okay, yeah, the color of the car. Color of car. Okay, we could also put gender. It could be a female. Yeah, we have female drivers at least. I know I've seen a lot of female drivers in my lifetime. So gender, color of car, I think that's okay. The amount
Experience
of
or something.
wealth per trip. Yeah, experience. Then yeah, amount of fuel. So this will probably be dependent on the car they are driving. Amount of fuel per trip. Yeah, I could also put distance traveled, because I think we also need to add distance traveled if you are using fuel. Distance traveled. Wow, this is a lot of data actually. My God. Wow. So yeah, so I'm resizing this. So yeah, so I'm using this function, this arrow. So all I did was come up here and do this. Yeah. So that's another thing. Who's touching these things? I can see somebody touching. Olaya. Be careful. Okay, so we have names, hometown, state of origin. So let's try. Let's generate. I need names. I need names from you guys, obviously. I'm not the one that will be generating the names. So please, let's begin to contribute. You can, everybody can unmute right now. Just, we need to populate this thing in less than 5 minutes. So please, names. Adibola Kayode. That's a long name. I think I'll just stick to Adibola. Let's just stick to one name. Someone trying to talk?
I was saying we can use our individual names. Like
Oh,
I can add my.
okay, sure.
Femi,
Exactly, that's what I need. Femi, Seun, I'm fast like also.
Busayo, Layo,
Yo, okay,
Tayo,
Layo.
Bayo,
Everything is
Yemi,
yo. So,
Yemi.
okay,
Frank Martins.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Frank, Martins. Let's do 20. Martins, Yemi.
Cynthia.
Oh, in English.
Steve.
Oh, English. Steve. Steve.
So that we can enter the genders. That's why.
Oh
Yemi,
yeah, thanks. So which
Cynthia,
other one? I think
Stella,
Tito, Stella.
Stella.
Justice. No, I put my name. Now, make my name no call loss.
Okay, yeah, sorry, Justice is here already. Exactly. So I'm saying Lee. I like that name. Belo Lee. The Chinese name. Lee.
Fiona.
Oh, Fiona. Yeah. And I'm going to add one. Luis. I'm adding this on purpose. So let's do hometown.
Okay.
And now I don't know hometown. You guys have to help me here. Hometown. I believe we should remove hometown. It's looking a bit. I don't know
Let's
hometown.
move hometown. Let's just put state of origin.
Please. Okay, good. So now this is everyone pay attention. So I'm going to delete this. Of course, I could just do this, delete. I come into this tab and delete. But this role is still going to be there. So I'm going to Ctrl Z. So to delete this, all I have to do is click here, then right click, and I'll see delete column. So it's going to delete that specific column. So it will remove that column and append the rest. So that's just that. So state of origin, obviously. Adibola, let's say Lagos. Oh yeah, Kayode,
Ogun.
Ogun State.
Ogun Oyo.
Exactly. Yeah, Seun.
Ekiti.
Okay, yes. Busayo.
You can do
Ondo.
Ogun again.
Okay,
Ogun,
yes. I like. Let's repeat.
Lagos.
Okay,
Ogun,
yeah.
Yeah, repeat
Lagos.
that.
Yeah. Then Bayo. Where's Bayo from? Zekiti. Okay, let's say
Bayo should be
Kogi.
Quara.
Okay. Oh,
Frank,
Kwara.
Anambra.
That's nice. Let me use Kwara. Anambra.
Busayo, okay. Anambra.
Anambra.
Martins,
Martins.
Benin,
Oh, Yemi. Let's say Yemi. That is
Ondo.
Lagos,
okay.
Ondo.
Oyo, or we
Do
can do Oyo again.
okay. Let me do Oyo for Cynthia. Maybe our parents are civilized. Steve. Is this Joe Steve's?
Anambra is for
Okay, Anambra. Okay. Oh, did everybody see what happened now? So let me do something repeated for Tito. Something already appearing. So I'm going to click
okay. So it gave you a suggested.
exactly. Yeah. So you can see it's repeating itself. So if I want to take the suggestion, I use that. So let me try O. So let me choose Ogun. So it's giving me already. So basically that's how it works. So Stella, is anybody from the States here? Come on, we should have someone from that's not Nigerian. Maybe an outcast.
We can use Joss.
Oh, Joss. Okay, Justice.
Ebony.
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 Sorry.
Ebony State. Yeah.
Yeah. Lee. Please, I'm going to put Korea here. So Lee is not. I don't know. I'm Bello Lee. I don't know where you're from, but I'm assuming you're from Korea. Fiona. Fiona. Ah.
South Africa.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, he said Joss is not a state, so you can change the Joss to Plateau.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize. Plateau. Did I get it? Please, Plato's. P-L-E. Okay. E-A-R. A. Oh my goodness.
Plateau.
Or put Benway. Anyone that's easy.
P-L-A-E-U-E-U-A-U. Well, okay, T-E-A-U. Yeah. I don't know. Yes, that's work. Louis is from Benue. Interesting. Okay, so we have this. So we have brand of car here. Brand of car. So Mazda, of course. I think we have more of Toyota. Okay, I'm not too good with cars too. My God. Okay, let me use
Sienna.
Camry. Yeah. Sienna.
Matrix.
Corolla. What did you say?
Matrix.
Oh, yeah. Corolla.
Sienna. Is Sienna not a brand of? Okay.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, but it doesn't matter right now. Like, they belong to, what's it called? Toyota.
Toyota.
Yes. So we can use Mazda. I don't really know this.
Can use Lexus.
Oh yeah, Lexus. Oh, nice Benz. Nice. Hyundai. Let me see. Let me use
BMW.
Benz again. BMW. My God. BMW.
He Note 6.
Can use
It was
Nissan.
something or G or something.
Let's use
Nigerian made
G-Wagon.
car.
Oh yeah. Innocent vehicles.
Innocent, yeah.
Yeah, Innocent. I don't know how to spell it though.
Nissan.
My God. Thank you very much. We're almost there. Nissan.
Land Rover.
Let's just add cars. Land Rover. Mitsubishi.
Porsche.
Must they all be different?
Oh, okay. That's true. Okay, so I'm going to do something. So I'll probably add Benz. Okay, Mazda. Okay, let me do Benz again. I think I have 3 Benz. I think I have 2 Mazda. Okay. Now fair price. Now for this fair price, what we are going to do is, since we don't have time, I'm going to remove color of car. Okay, no, I want to remove color of car. Fair price. So there's a function. So we talked about functions. So this is like a bit about functions. So functions, there's a function called random. So you can generate random numbers between, this is random numbers. If you check the help, it says random number between 0 inclusive and 1 exclusive. Then this is random between, return integers between 2 values inclusive. So we are going to do randoms. So from, let's say, our fair price is in dollars or naira. Let's use naira. So it's going to be in naira. So we're going to start from maybe 1,000 to comma. So you can see this. So when I move to comma, the next one is shifted. So I'm going to move to, let me say 100,000. So since this is random, I click enter. Now, can you see this? Autofill is suggesting things to fill for me, right? So I could go with this and I could cancel this. So what I'm going to do is, should I go with it? No. Now I've thought about it. The prices are too much. Okay, let's do it like this. I can see Adebayo on this list. Help us to generate fair price. That's nice. Can work on that for us. Who else is on this list? Can somebody open to the list? We are collaborating. We started collaborating. Who is ready? That can help us. I just need to assign the tag to someone so that it won't be like multiple are doing the same thing. Okay. Anonymous bats. Okay. Olaya, help us with the experience. So I'm just using the text. Okay. Temuwo. Help us with the color of cars. Okay, Beloli, you're raising up your hands. You want to help us? Okay, can I go back to the fair price? Yes, I didn't do anything on the fair price. Beloli, you can can't speak up.
I'm working on the fair price already.
Oh, okay. Okay, Beloli is working on it already. So Adebayo can do gender for us. Then
Adebayo is working on the fair price already.
okay, both of you are working on it. Okay, let someone start from up while another person begin from the bottom. I think, yeah. Amount of field trip, who is helping us, distance traveled. So can you see how this is getting faster? So for those of you that are working on mail, you can, if you see that there are multiple mails, you can just highlight and select everything. So can we say we are populating the list? So we don't have anybody for distance traveled and amount of field trip. So anybody can help us. Okay, Olaya is here, someone is here. Can someone drop there? Okay, or let's just remove it basically so that no waste time. So don't worry, I'll just delete it off. So let's delete. I've deleted it. So let's just work with this. Okay, how did I get to the fair price? Okay, I didn't think I did anything on the fair price pertaining. Oh, okay. How I generated the random number. I guess that's what you're trying to talk about. So what I did was, so I'll use an empty color. I came here, you can click on it, I put equals to, then I put random. So of course, if you're typing, it will begin to bring in suggestion until you get to where you're going to. So I could use this, so let's just use rand. Rand means random too. So I put in, okay, I think I can try to not pass anything here. So just give me a number between 0 and 1, but 1 is not included. So that's what rand does. But if I'm to use random, so rand between actually allows us to put a low and a high. So I can put 10 and 100 and I close this and I put, it gives us 93. Oh, okay, someone just try this now. That was not me. It changed from 93 to 71. I saw that. So for Beloli, as I got there. Okay, so let me see. We did not finish this. Let me put it fair. Okay, so this is, so that was fast. That's one of the advantages of collaboration. So okay, somebody's helping us to do something else. This fair price, put it in pounds. Hey, please, oh, we have not gotten there. So I'm going to undo that actually, so that everybody can learn from it. So I want to do that. Oh, can I undo that? Oops. Oh no, I cannot. Ouch. But I think, let me see. Number. Why can't I undo that? Number. Yeah, so I remove it.
Currency.
I think this, yeah. So I want to explain to everyone because I feel like that's one of the things, like I said, we get to know them as we go forward. So someone just highlighted that and did that. So I'm going to explain that how we got there. So these are numbers. These are the only, in fact, these are the only numbers here. So I want to convert them to, because this time around they're in currency, their currencies are fair price. So all you have to do is click highlight the wholesale, or you could just do this, whichever, because you have a text here. So you click on this more formats. So this format you can decide any thing you want to do. So we are going to pick currency. So press currency. Now it's giving us in pounds. Yeah, I think this is pounds. But we can change this from format. We come down to number, come to currency, then you come to custom currency. Oh, of course, I think that should be accessible from here too. Custom currency. So I scroll up, you're going to see it. So custom currency. So I could search for any currency I want. So for instance, we are working with Naira. So this is Naira. Then I click apply. Then change everything to Naira. So these are the Naira prices. So so far so good. We have been able to do a data set of transport drivers in Nigeria. Yeah, no, yeah, in Nigeria, because these guys are in Nigeria actually. So this is transport drivers in Nigeria. So I'm going to bold in everything here. Make it bold. I use Control B to bold. Yeah, so the text actually, if you look at it, some are in capital letter, some are in proper case. Proper case means that it's the first word starts with an uppercase. So let me see. I should be able to do edits. Let's insert no formats. It should be in, yeah. So text. Can't I do this here? Okay, maybe it's not possible here because usually I do that easily with Google Sheets. So I have to use Control Shift F3 or Shift F3. So it's alternate it. But let's just neglect that. So now we have our data sets. We have the names, we have the state of origin, we have the brand of cars, we have the fair price, we have the colors, we have the gender, we have the experiences. So now we can, check this. So let's assume there's a transportation company in Nigeria that wants to, or okay, let's assume, yeah, there's a transportation company and these are the data of the company, of the drivers in their company currently. So one thing that you could do with this data is you could do a lot. You could, for instance, when we're talking about data analysts, or the job function of data analyst is to get meaningful insights from data. Meaningful insights. So the data has to be meaningful and it has to be what? Relevant. Yes, it has to be relevant and understandable to the stakeholders. So in this situation, the stakeholder, first of all, the owner of the company, the CEO, and another stakeholder can be those that will use the data, basically. So these are all. So these are the data sets, and so this is a data set. We have successfully created a data set. Please work with my name. Somebody just cleaned my name. Alright. So please, nobody should clean anything. We have come too far. So this is our data sets. Now there's a lot of things we can do. You can decide to, first of all, you can filter this based on names. You can judge state of origins. You can check the maximum price. You can check the minimum price. So let's work with the fair price. So we worked with max, minimum, sum, average, and counts. So these are like the basics. So these are just texts, they are not functions. So if you want to make them a function, you have to add an equals to sign to the beginning. So if there's an equals to sign, it automatically sees it as a function. So that's the difference. So so we are working with this. So this is an error actually. Yeah. So it's an incomplete function. So it gives me an error. Unknown range name max. So this is, of course, we'll go into handling errors better. But why this is here? This is an error that says that the range is not defined. So we also have to learn how to interpret errors and easily handle them without having to, maybe when we have seen that we can't understand it, then you take them to Google. When you go to Google, you search, you watch YouTube videos, and you're not still getting it, then you probably now begin to ask around. Okay, because there are sometimes that the errors can just be very easily, it can be some easy errors, maybe comma or space or wrong letter. So you're supposed to have marks and you're having MAK. So those are easy errors that can be solved. So you can just go to Google and you type it there. You get your reply. In fact, on your first search, you're getting your reply. So that's just an easy way to handle errors. So we are talking. So once you do the math of all the fair price actually. So the fair price started from D3 to D20 actually. Okay, so it started from D3 to D20. So if I check the maximum, so I'm going to do maximum of, can you see the functions? It's already giving me an helper function D2, then I use a colon to D3, and I close this and I press enter. So it gives me the maximum. Ouch, is this correct? Oh, I used D2 to D3, sorry. I was supposed to use D3 to D20. So I can come here to edit it. If I double click here, it will give me the function back, but I don't want to. So I come here, I'll highlight this. I can come here to do that too. So it's actually D3 to D20 and I press. So this D3 is capital letter, this is small letter, it doesn't matter. So here we go, 78,000. That's our max fair price. So we check that. Let's see, 78,000 belongs to G-Wagon. Wow, G-Wagon has the most expensive fair price, and the driver is also a bad driver. Can you imagine? So that's the maximum fair price. So for the minimum fair price, you can do equals to minimum D2 to D3 to D20. And I close this and I get my minimum. It tells me that the minimum from this is this, and it belongs to this guy, Corolla. The guy driving Corolla. That's him. So even the Mazda guys are still expensive than him. So then the sum. So can anybody do sum for us? Okay, before we do sum, I want to show you something else. So for sum, it's still the same thing. You call X, you call SUM. Then now I can highlight the parts that I want to work with. Before I was selecting it, but here I'm going to highlight it after this. So I'm going to start from here and do this. So if you look at my tab, if you look at that function, I think it's J5. Yeah, J5 is changing. You can see it's increasing. It's increasing, it's increasing, it's increasing, it's increasing. So I get here. And I press enter. Oh, sorry. I should have closed it. Oh, okay, yeah, it worked. So when I press enter, it automatically changes. Can you see it? So it gives me the total sum of all the fair price. So I think we can. So one thing you can do is let me see. So I'm going to delete all this data. So to delete all these other sheets is very easy. So I'll just do something like select the first one, select the last one. No, before I select the last one, I'll hold shift and I'll click on the last one. So it's going to highlight everything. Now click delete. Okay, so it deletes all the sheets. I just want to leave only class 3 at the edge. So I'm moving it like this, so I could also move it easily like this. So I'm moving it in between this. So I'm deleting this, the duplicates. Then Fisaya, sorry, I have to delete this. Oh, Fisaya added marital status. Wow. So this. Thank you. So we have class 3 here. So let me rename the notebook. Rename as drivers. Yeah. So what we are going to do now is everybody's going to, the task is to copy, duplicate this and rename it into your specific names, right? Or hold on, I think a simple way to do that so that we will not have too much copy. So all we need to do is just come here, Control C, Control A, that's Control select everything and copy it. After copying it, come here, create a new sheet. No, sorry, create a new sheet here, this plus sign, create a new sheet. It's going to take it to a new sheet. Paste data there. Put your name the sheet in your name. So that's the tax. Then max, minimum, sum, average, count. You are supposed to generate this. So the function for average is equals to average, while the function for count is equals to count. Equals to count. So count. So what count does is it counts the number. So if you have noticed, this did not start from 1 actually, and it's ending at 20. So of course you might think that, oh, it's stepping at 20, so we have 20 data here. That's not correct. So you can have more than 20 here, and you might not be, sorry, you can't have to, you don't have up to 20 here. So the faster way to know that is just using this counts, using the counts function. So this is max, min, sum, average, count. So we can do that and just, you know, get that on our hands. And okay, Adebayo is, wow, nice, thank you. Adebayo is here already. Nice. Nobody should cheat too. Don't copy. In fact, I'm deleting this. Saving this. Nobody should copy. Oh, somebody just joining. Wow. Hi, welcome. Okay. I don't know how to access the Google Sheets online. Oh, I've dropped the link on the page already. Let me see. I think the the first link. I'll drop it again. So we are currently on the driver's part. So let me see. Only Adebayo is here. Okay. Okay. You can see someone else trying to do shit 12. Or maybe we have not saved. Okay, maybe as you're doing it, just immediately you are done, just press Ctrl S so I can know. Maybe that's why I'm not saving it yet. So should I give us, okay, I'm waiting for you guys. At least I should have like five of us do this. At least 5. Somebody looking up on Beloli. What's the issue? Beloli, your hand is raised up currently. You're raising up your hand. Okay. I guess 9:40 already. So okay, network logbooks. Where are we? Oh, okay, that's justice. Okay, currently everybody is participating. So I asked everyone to, I just dropped a link to this drive again in case everybody doesn't have it. So everybody's supposed to copy this. So what you're supposed to do is copy this, you use Control A to highlight everything. So we're going to do the highlights for you. Then you copy it with Control C. So Control C will copy it. Then you create a new sheet down here, add sheets, and you paste it inside. So when you paste it inside, you're supposed to perform this function, max min sum average count on the fair price column. So we have max, we have the function equals to max, then you put in the value. So the value is the range of this column. So you can see this, I'm doing that. So this is it here. So max D3 to D20. So you're supposed to do the rest for minimum sum average count. So these are the names of the functions actually. So all you need to do is just call them, put equals to, then you call them, and we are good to go. Okay, and you can see Fisayo, NND, that's 2, Abayomi 3, Adebayo 4. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Okay, so it's 20 minutes to the end of the class. As even that's already okay. So I'm supposed to take questions now. Of course, anybody with any question? I have not forgotten. We are going to do a poll for who our class rep who is going to be representing the whole class. Yeah. So in terms of answering, responding to questions, responding to issues, admitting people to the calls, reminding us for our deadlines. So we're going to be having assignments, we're going to be having projects, we're going to be having group work. So at the end of when we are done with Excel, we're going to do tasks. When we are done with when we go to the rest, SQL, Power BI, we're going to have taxes. So we are going to be doing, and some will be group, some will be individual. Of course, assignments will be individuals. So there will be an assignment definitely on this, or what we are doing so far. Pierre, you're raising up your hand. Beloli. Okay, guess I'll
Yeah,
be.
I didn't join the conditional function data stuff or the sheet because I didn't understand that part from how I'm going to like join from that conditional function data.
Oh, okay, for the conditional function. We're not doing anything on the conditional function today, actually.
Yeah, like you said, when we click on it, we are going to duplicate. Then I didn't get it from that part.
Oh, okay, so here's it. So we're not working on conditional function actually. We are now on drivers. We are working on drivers. That's drivers details, transport drivers in Nigeria. So that's what we're working on. So
No,
this
you
is
don't
it.
understand what I'm saying.
No,
Like how to join the sheet. Do you get?
oh, what do you mean join the sheets?
You know, people were writing their names like Ayobami and so on. So like I didn't get the where I'm going to like write my name to join the sheet.
Okay, so this is it. I'll go through the whole process again. So for those that joined.
Okay.
So this is it. So on the driver's sheet, I'll click Control A, highlight everything, Control C. Then I'll come here, which is to add sheet. There's a plus sign here. I click plus, so it automatically add a new sheet automatically. So I come to the tab and press Control V, paste the sheet. Then to now change your name is where you come to the sheet that was created. You see that is the only one highlighted. So when you come there, you go to the sheet, that's sheet 18, then you right click on it and you rename. So I'm renaming this into pure tests. So this is a test. So you have to create your own. So this is it. And you press enter and automatically create it for you. I hope that's clear enough.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I'm deleting the pure test I created. Yeah. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna check. Okay, Fisayo, Nendi, Ayobami, Adebayo, B. Oh, sheet 17 and sheet 12. Sheet 16. You have not renamed. Please rename your sheets as you're working. Okay, so yeah. So how many? Okay, how many of us are working on this? Okay, I've seen how many of us are working on this already. Okay, so any other questions? Any questions from anybody? Maybe for those that are just joining, that joined late, the recording of this will be made available. Right. So some people complained they could not access the link for the previous class, or the video was not accessible. So I'll drop. I think I dropped it. Let me check. Did I dropped it? I don't think I've dropped it yet. Okay, I've not dropped it. So I'll drop the link for the video. So it's on YouTube. You can go through it and enjoy the video. And if you have issues, you can make comment on the video. I'll check it. You can also comment on the WhatsApp group, or you can comment in my DM, whichever is convenient for you. Alright, so any questions from anybody? I think it's the network is bad today. It's just going off and on. Any question? Let me go and check what we are doing. Did I create Tito test? Okay, Tito has done marks.
Good evening. Yeah, good evening.
Oh, good evening.
Yeah, I'm Madinike. So some of us are just joining. Like, I don't know how we can reach you in case we have questions when we are going through the video.
No problem. I mentioned it now. My DM is there. The WhatsApp group is there.
Okay.
I'll readily respond if I'm always going to be available for, unless I'm not with my phone. For future from message is going to drop, or unless my phone is dead. So it will drop. You can drop your message on the group, your questions if you're having challenges, so that other people can respond and help you out in case I'm not available, so other people can just respond immediately. So that's that. So any other questions? We still have a poll to do. Oh, so I'm checking. Okay, where the questions are coming. Still checking. Let me check for what we are doing. So I expect that our answers should be uniform. So Adebayo, it was 18.0. We had 18.000. Okay. Ayobami had 18. Justice have 2. Justice, you have 2. Your count 2. What's going on? Please check and confirm. Tito tests.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
corrected mine to 1 decimal place.
Okay, you've corrected it already.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, who's that? Who spoke now? Okay, I didn't
Adebayo.
know you. Oh, okay. Alright, no problem. No, it doesn't matter. It can be in 1 decimal place. It can be 2. You are just exploring. That's just so far your result is correct. Tito. Okay, this is me. Pierre, you've not done anything. Nendi is almost done. Fisayo 18. Okay, correct. Currently, I've not done my own. Should I do my own? Should I do it? Should I not do it? I think we already know it already. So I'm going to leave it blank. And okay, I'll just leave it blank like this. So in case other people want to join, then just to shift it. Of course, it's not going to affect anything. Back to drivers. Just shift drivers back. Yeah. Okay, so 18. Let me see. Sheet 19 is empty. Sheet 20 is empty. Desire is done. Congratulations. Nendi is done. Okay. Tito, you have 16. What's going on? Tito has 16. Your count is not correct. Your average is also not correct. Or is it Nendi? Let me check. 78,000. 78,000. 78,000. The minimum prime is 620. The average is, let me see. What's the average? Let me check Alabama. 41. Yes. So what's going on, Tito? Your average is supposed to be 39 and 41. Same with your counts. Okay, Justice 2. Did you round up? 750. Okay, Justice, please check. I think there's an issue. You're having just 76,000 for the sum, and you're having 38,000 for the average. Please check, confirm and correct it. So I'll probably drop another Google form to take in your results. So you're going to put in the results that you have, your max value, your minimum value, your sum, your average value. So the other people that are not here can also participate and just fill in the form. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I think while people are taking that, so in the beginning of the class, we mentioned that we need someone that will volunteer for a class rep. So the person will be in charge of reminding us. Basically, it's nothing too hard. Someone that is always online, someone that's readily available, that will join the call. Basically, I'll need someone to help us to admit people to the group, so that when I'm taking the classes, I don't need to come back to change my tabs to come and start making these changes, to come and start admitting people to the call. Then person be in charge of coordinating tasks, assignments, group works, projects, and any other thing that comes. But that's the job function basically. So for the person we want to employ. So we are going to be nominating, because I know that we are going to talk. Okay, Justice. There's no problem. Okay, I should review yours. Justice. Let me see. Yeah, Justice is still not correct. Okay, your marks D3 to D20. Your minimum is D3, comma. It should not be comma. It should be a colon. I think that's where you made a mistake. It should be a colon, not a comma. I hope you got that, Justice. Okay, so we'll be nominating, and let me see. We have 90 people on this call, so I do have to 19. Wow, awesome. So let's nominate. Can I open these two together? Okay, no, I cannot. Okay, so we are going to be nominating each other. So who are we nominating? Let the nomination begins before we round up for today. So who are we nominating? Should I start? Okay, I think Kingsley. I'm nominating Kingsley. Okay, let me put like this. I nominate Kingsley. Yeah, so Kingsley, I hope you have been nominated. So let's begin. Please, let's begin to type. Running out of time. Ayobami, okay. Ayobami, you're up. Kingsley, raise an hand. Okay, what's the issue, Kingsley?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, appreciate the nomination, but present job is already like a class. went to work 9 to 5 at the class and still work another shift. Please,
Oh,
I
oh,
beg. It's
okay.
everything you hold dear.
All right, no
Please, I
problem.
beg.
All right, no problem.
I apologize for this. I sincerely do, but
It's fine. It's
just
fine.
help me.
All
Thanks.
right.
I thank you.
So Kingsley is out. So we have Ayobami, we have Pearl. Ayobami, you nominated Pearl. Okay. Ayobami, you can nominate yourself. Oh. Yeah, we have just two. Pearl again. Okay, Pearl is up by 2 votes. Pearl, can you not nominate yourself? Another Pearl. Okay, Pearl is winning. Okay. Pearl, what have you done? So we have 3 pairs already. We have one Ayobami. Where are the rest now? Nobody else is talking. Belu, Adenike, Eunice, Adebayo, Abdullahi. I've not heard the Abdullahi voice. Temu. Nobody's naming Temu. Oh my God. Ayobami is back. Let me see. Ayobami 1, 2, 3. Oh, Ayobami and Pearl. Okay, it's like we have just two. Ayobami and Pearl. So the battle is between Ayobami and Pearl. Who's going to win? Who's going to win the it's not a presidential post. Rashid has left. This is going to be a tie. Who's going to be the tiebreaker? Definitely not me. Oh, someone said clash rep and assistant. Okay. That sounds like a good one. So, Ayobami has 3 counts. Pearl has 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, Pearl, I like the name. Okay, so I guess Pearl has a sweet name. So, Kingsley, help us put on the group. So the new class rep for our newly elected class rep is Pearl and will be assisted by Ayobami. So Ayobami is the new assistant and Pearl is the class rep. So let's put on the group. So Kingsley, you can help us do that. Help us put on the group. And please don't make it just dry. Add some spice to it. So I think that's the two class. I think yeah, that's it. Justice, are you editing it already? Minimum, you should also use a colon, not a comma. Let me put a colon. This is what a colon is. A colon is 2 dots. A semicolon is 2 dots and 1 comma. Sorry, it's supposed to be this. Yeah. So there are different. Oh, I guess I didn't zoom in. Let me zoom in to see. So yeah, so this is a semicolon and this is a colon. So you're supposed to use a colon, this one, not a comma. You can see what you're doing actually. So this is 10 o'clock already. You can try to make that correct. So I'll still be here. So I think that's the end of today's class. Everybody, thank you for joining today's class. I hope you all have a wonderful time. I guess we'll see you on Friday. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.